Good morning, students. As in the last leg of the concept of partnership, I welcome you all to the video lecture on the business organization subject of BCom first semester. Today, at the fag end of the concept of partnership, we discuss the disadvantages of the partnership form of business organization. With this, we will conclude the conceptual knowledge of partnership form of business organization. And after this, we will go for the learning of the concepts of joint stock company. Now let us go to in detail learning of the disadvantages of partnership form of business organization. As we have observing here, there are some 9 disadvantages written here on the board. If you observe the first one, unlimited liability. This is the feature of partnership form of organization, just like the feature of sole tradership. Apart from that, this acts as a disadvantage also, because in the case of insolvency, in the case of loss, or in the case of any other uncertainty and risk arising on the part of the partnership form of business organization, the partners will not only forego the capital which they have invested in the form of business organization, apart from that, they will also forego their personal belongings also. So, what actually this unlimited liability, the liability limitation is not there, it is unlimited. Means not only your capital or the share of capital, but also to the extent of your personal attachments or assets will also be seized here. So there is highly insecurity as far as the liability is concerned. So it is unlimited liability. Here the partners do have a risk, always hanging sword on their neck. In the case of any unforeseen risk or uncertainty arises to the partnership form of business organization, they not only forego their capital, but also they forego their personal assets and personal belongings also. Next one is the resources scarcity. Here you can say this is on the other hand limited resources. See, in the case of any partnership firm, minimum 2 and maximum 20, but in the case of the banking institutions who run under partnership form of business organization, they are limited to 10 only. So whatever you see, the resources scarcity is always on the part of the partnership firm also. They cannot provide more than they require because they are having limited resources with them as an individual. Hence they cannot cross the ability of their to support and invest the money additionally in the partnership form of organization. So whenever any decision or a plan is considered for expansion of the business organization or business activities, the resources scarcity may evolve, and that may have an impinge on the part of the growth and development of the business organization. The next one is instability. Here instability is in the concern, as we have already known while referring the characteristics of the partnership form of business organization. Any partner at any point of time is free to move away from the partnership or withdraw from the partnership firm. Any case of any eventuality may happen like retirement, may death, may insolvency, may lunacy or anything. So due to that, to what extent the partnership form of business organization will be in existence and survive, it is not known. God only knows. Henceforth, there is no conformity or the duration of the period is concerned. Henceforth, there is a huge instability as far as the business form of organization partnership is concerned. Next one is mutual distrust. This is one another very highlighted disadvantage on the part of the partnership firm. In the case of sole tradership, this problem does not arise. But in the case of the partnership firm, it arises because more than two persons. When more than two persons, automatically, how the others will perceive another partner in the business organization, that is a question mark. Apart from that, it is not necessary that all the partners should have greater concern, greater confidence, greater trust among themselves continuously. Due to the interaction, due to the transactions, or due to the situations, at any point of time, there may be a case which arises out of the emotions or mentalities of the partners, that they cannot trust the other partner. They cannot take it granted by the other partner, whatever the deeds have been done or the decisions have been taken or the communication has been done. So due to that, there may be a dissatisfaction, and that dissatisfaction will lead to having no confidence and no trust situation among the other partners. Henceforth, there is a huge opportunity to develop a mutual distrust in the business organization. When once the initiation of mutual distrust started, the time is counted. Up to what extent the survival of the partnership form of business organization will be. So, it is an indication point. When once the mutual distrust started, automatically we can come to a conclusion that this will be in no longer existence. It will continue to that extent. Very shortly there is an opportunity of closure or the breach of agreement between and among the partners and the dissolution of the partnership form of business organization. So mutual distrust is one another factor. Next one is limitations of transfer of share. Generally, it is not taking place in the case of partnership firm, and sometimes if there is a need to transfer the share of capital or profit and loss to other person, there is a need of consensus between and among the partners of the business form of organization. So it is not easy. There are certain limitations. In exceptional cases only, the transfer of share of capital and the profit and loss will take place. Otherwise, it is not possible so easily to transfer the share of one partner to the other partner or among the other partners. The next point is burden of implied authority. Implied authority. Here, this is having two directional or dimensional aspects. One is on the part of conducting the actions and activities, and second is on the part of liability is concerned. From the point of the conduct of the business activities, here there may be a communication gap also, and sometimes the business partners may not be in a confidence or interested to go for participating in the actions and activities of the business firm. And everybody is thinking that if I don't go, even then the others will look after that. Basing upon the implied authority. As per the merits of the partnership firm, what we have discussed here, that any partner can go and look into the accounts, the books of accounts of the partnership firm of organization, or copy the books of accounts of the or audit or say anything, supervise or control. This may be a backdrop on the part of the disadvantages towards the partnership form of business organization. As and when the implied authority means there may be a negligence, or there may not be a consideration, there might be a concern, there may not be a concern among the other partners. Okay, one person is looking after that, not to take headache of that. So due to that, it will become a burden on the longer time on the part of the business organization. On the other hand, in the case of liability arises on the part of the business organization, either by a huge loss of uncertainty and risk, or by some wrong decisions implemented by the partnership form of organization, then the question comes, who has taken the decision, who is responsible for that, who will bear the loss? And here it will become a burden on the part of the partners to go for the meeting of on the exchequer of the loss incurred or the risk ascertained on the part of the partnership form existence and the continuation of the business activity. So due to that, sometimes the other people may deny because of this implied authority. There may be a burden, it may be a burden, it may be a backdrop on the part of the business form of organization. Next one is lack of public faith. Here, generally we know that already we have referred in the characteristics that it is not mandatory on the part of the partnership firms to publish their books of accounts as well as the profit and loss statement and balance sheets at the end of the business year or the financial year. So when once there is no disclosure of the statement of accounts and the balance sheet, automatically public do not have confidence on your organization. So the public may not be in a position to trust the organization, and public may not have a positive lookout towards your business organization. There may be a suspicion because people think that there is no transparency. When there is no evidence of the factual way of understanding what is happening as far as the financial environment of the partnership firm is concerned, almost it lost the public faith. When there is a loss of public faith, gradually the good will come down, or else the revenue will come down. In the longer time of course of action, there may be a problem on the part of the business organization. Having public faith is at most important to create goodwill, and in turn it will have a better image and better business activities can be conducted. So this is one demerit or disadvantage on the part of the partnership form of business organization. Next one is lack of prompt and timely decisions. Here more number of people, more than 2 people will be there in the partnership form of organization. Automatically any decision to be taken is mostly on the part of the partners to go for a debate, argument, evaluation, and finally come to a conclusion, and the majority opinion is taken as a decision for implementation. Henceforth, due to lack of knowledge, due to lack of skills, or due to lack of data and information on a particular situation or an action or activity, sometimes a wrong decision may be taken by majority people and the minority may be neglected here, and due to the discussion on a continuous basis, sometimes it may be a delay. When once there is a delay, even though a good decision you have taken, but it is far out of the purview of the implementation, because after some time or the time elapsation take place, the good decisions can, even though implemented, may not yield out the prompt results. Henceforth, there is a problem on the part of managerial decision making or business decision making in a prompt way and in a timely way, and hence it may be a burden or it may be a risk on the part of the partnership firm, and most of the decisions are majority decisions, they are being implemented. Henceforth, sometimes the majority decision may not be acceptable to some of the partners. That may also lead to a lack of distrust, that is distrust among the people. Henceforth, there is a problem of prompt and timely decision making as far as the partnership form of business organization is concerned. And the last point now we will discuss here is cautious approach. Here, the partners will always have a suspicion, and partners will always have an ambiguity, and partners will always feel an insecurity as far as the association of other members in the partnership form of business organization is concerned. Henceforth, every partner tries to have as much as possible cautious way of doing the things, because the other persons may have the opportunity to impinge one partner or the other partner for a bad decision or a wrong decision, or for a risky decision of the taken by the other partners. Henceforth, as a group, as a gamut of partners, it is important here people will go for a cautious approach. But generally, the more the cautious, sometimes that leads to more elapsation of time, and that may lead to the invalidity of the approaches what adopted by the partners and the decisions taken by the partners. Henceforth, there is a problem which may arise due to cautious approach. Apart from that, cautious approach sometimes may not be acceptable also by one or the other partners because they know what is the real situation. Henceforth, having a group oriented decision making through go for effective and cautious approach, that may be a burden on the part of the partnership form of organization, right? So these are all the disadvantages of the partnership form of business organization. Tomorrow we'll go for the start of a new lesson, that is joint stock company form of business organization. Thank you very much.